Hi again, and so far every video that I've done other than the intro have all been questions to me. So the questions right now are, who were your surgeons, where did you go, what is your palate like before and after, and then there's some questions about a cleft uvula. So my orthodontist from the time I was born up until I was like 22, finally getting out of braces, was Terry Tingey of Meridian in Boise, Idaho. And I'm not sure how much longer he's going to be around because he's been doing it forever. Though he had been taking impressions since I was a baby, taking impressions of my teeth, seeing where all they're going to be shifting around and what's really happening with my teeth. So that was neat to see all the impressions of your teeth as a kid growing up. Then my first surgeon was, I want to say, David Becker of Idaho Falls, where my parents traveled from Boise to Idaho Falls, where I found out I'm allergic to amoxicillin and penicillin when he first did my first lip correction, and then it kind of bubbled up because of the stitches, which I think those stitches are now banned. What? I don't know. I have no idea. Anyways, and he did my first lip correction, and then also when I was 8, he did my hip bone graft for my cleft palate, and then also my cleft uvula, and I'll talk about that in a second. And then after him, from age 12 and up, I'd seen Dr. Griffiths out of Boise, Idaho, which I can't say there's too many people in Boise to actually choose from. I want to kind of say that he might be the only one, though it's been a long time since then, so I'm sure there might be some more out there. But hey, I'm happy with it. And so he also did my breaking of my jaw when I was 18, but when I was 12 he did recutting of this, recorrection of it for the nostril and the lip, and did my cleft ear as well then, Dr. Griffiths. And then yeah, I did the breaking of the jaw, and then he also, when I was like 20, did my impression of my lip, and so he, because it was synced in, I forget what that word is at the moment, I'm having a brain fart, and anyways, took fat from my hip and put it up there for that. But what was like my palate before and after the bone graft? So I want to see that my palate was like this when I was 7. Then they put in, my orthodontist Terry Tingey, the top of my mouth wasn't the correct size to meet up with the bottom, which was going to be for later. So they had to put in an expander, which you put in the top of your mouth, and you twist the key, and it expands your jaw open, and you do like 1 click a day, and I had to do that for a while. So every kid that has a cleft lip and or palate and or uvula is gonna, or any kid, is gonna have a few times spitting up milk or whatever liquid out of their nose when taking too big or any bite of liquid coming out of their nose. But it wasn't too much of a problem. I didn't notice before the expander, so it was like this before the expander. Then they put in the expander, which was a bar going across, and then it opened it up, which then raised it into the back of the nasal cavity, I want to say, otherwise that's all BS. And so then I was having a big problem at the time with that, with any time I took a big drink or anything like that. So I had to take small drinks to drink, otherwise it would be coming out my nose, which is no fun. So then here's what my palate, I want to say, looked like right before my palate surgery with the hole in the top, and then they took out the top of my hip bone, because that, I think it's either the hip or the elbow or the shoulder blade, I can't remember which one, that is the option to do. I think everyone mostly goes with the hip nowadays, but I was like, it's down there, I'll go with the hip. They gave me the choice. So there's what it looked like before with after the expander, and then they did it, and now it's like that. And so then didn't have the problem of liquids coming out the nose so much after that. And with a cleft uvula, this person didn't know what it was. Look, I have a video about that already, though I'm going to make another one. But for asking your surgeon about it and getting more information, I just Google it. That way you know what you're looking for and talking about when you do talk to your surgeon about it. And I believe that covers all those questions. So it's morning time here, and I hope I answered your questions, and thanks for watching it. Alright, peace. Have a good day.